Okay, so basically what we did before was we finished up the right side over here. Now we have to work on the left side over here, which is blank right now. Alright, now what I need to do is come over here, switch this to my left view. I need to work on the left side of this, but unfortunately if I try to, you can see that my object here, the right side in wireframe mode, is visible when I look at my left side camera, which is going to make it practically impossible for me to use the image in the background to model this out accurately. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this guy here. Now my scene is running a little bit slow. I'm having some little hiccups and trouble here, and the reason for that is if I have a look at this object and I look at its modeling construction stack, you can see there's a lot of modeling history. Look at this. That is a lot. All of this stuff is modeling history. Look at this. That's insane. So what we need to do is we need to clean this up. So I'll select the object and I'll hit freeze M to freeze modeling, and that cleans up that modeling stack right there and just makes it a nice, more lightweight and cleaner scene to work with. Okay, so let me close that Explorer view. What I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of these edges that go down the middle. You can do that easily by holding out Alt and the middle mouse button. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my context menu and subdivide these edges evenly so it makes a cut straight down the middle. Now what I'll do is I'll go to my top view up here. Okay, so here's a top view of the whole object. I'm going to hit Y on the keyboard to switch over to polygon marquee selection mode, and I'm just going to select the left half of the polygons of this object, basically the half that doesn't have any holes or anything. And if I switch this back to a camera view, you can see the half I have selected. What I'm going to do is I'm going to extract these polygons and I'm going to delete. The reason I'm deleting is so that I don't have duplicate polygons. So basically these polygons are a separate object now from these polygons, which are another object. So basically it's like taking a giant saw and cutting this thing in half. So what I'm going to do now is, let me take both of these guys and freeze the modeling there to clean that up. What I can do is take this half over here, which is the right half, and I can hit H on the keyboard to temporarily hide it. And that way I can work on this side without a problem. So if I go back to my left view, look at that. Beautiful. I can work on this. Okay, so what I need to do is a couple of things. I need to create this little panel here with these holes, and then on top the holes. But instead of creating everything from scratch, I can use some shortcuts and techniques here to move along faster. For example, the top holes look completely identical to the holes that are on the right side view over here. So there's really no point in, recreating the wheel again. We can just recycle the geometry we already have, which is what I'm going to do. Now for this bottom part down here, there's not much to recycle. I'm going to build it again, but I'm not going to go ahead and waste your time because it'll be redundant. Again, we've already seen how to go ahead and create this bottom part down here. You've seen that you can take the knife tool and you can make a cut down here like this, and you can make a cut up here like that, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to waste your time going in here and showing you how to do the same thing again if we've already covered it in the previous videos on the other side. So here's your challenge. Go ahead and try to do this part on your own without any help, using the same exact techniques that you've seen already from the previous videos when we did the right side of this panel, which was the larger one. I'm going to go ahead and stop the video here and take care of that and do it really quick, and then when we come back we'll move on from there. Okay, so I'm back here. I just finished up wrapping up this area here on my own, and again it looks identical to the other side. Basically I've just used the same exact techniques. So I'm going to open up an Explorer view here. I'm going to bring back the object that I hid before. So I basically have these two objects now. Now, in order to complete this left side, what we need to do is give it these holes right here. So how can I do that? Well, let me show you an easy way to do that. I'm going to come to the side view here. I'm going to go to polygon mode on this. I'm going to select all of these polygons right here. If I go to wireframe mode here, this is where you should have these polygons. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to extract these polygons and I'm going to hit keep because I want to keep the original polygons. I don't want to rip them out and leave a giant hole right there. Essentially, I'm duplicating polygons. Hit freeze modeling to clean that up. Very important that you do that. I'm going to bring these new sets of polygons. See, the original stayed right there, and I have basically a duplicate over here. I'm going to rotate this about 180 degrees this way. Okay, and this is going to go here. All right, but we have to prepare an area on the mesh. Let me take all this stuff here and freeze modeling just to keep this thing clean. Make sure you're constantly saving your work. You never know when you're going to have a crash or anything like that, so it's good to save constantly. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this part right here and I'm going to hide it again, and now I'm going to work over here. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to come over to, this is the wrong view here, left view, that's the one I need. Okay, so here's this little part here with the holes. I'm going to roughly place it according to the image. It should be around here. So I'm going to take the actual object. I'm going to take this large polygon that we have here, and I'm going to make a cut with the knife tool right about there. And I'll make another cut below that. And I'm going to take this polygon here, and I'll make a cut on the side over here, and another cut on the other side over there. Okay? So I have an area now that I can use to attach this. So this is very, very easy right now. All I have to do, take that polygon and get rid of it, just delete it. Then I'm going to take this guy right here, and remember how we adjust the pivot points by holding the Alt key and then just clicking over here by one of these vertices which are right there, and we snap that there. That's what you want to do. Now make sure that your vertex snapping is turned on, and then hold down the Control key and simply snap that to that vertex right there in that hole that we just created. I'm going to go back to my left view, and I'm just going to adjust this a little bit, and we're almost there. Now I'm going to select both objects, the left side here, the computer case, as well as the holes. I'm going to hold down Alt and right click, and I'm going to go down to the merge button right here, or the merge option. I'm going to hit merge. It's going to merge it. Go ahead and take the tolerance down to 0 here. We can probably increase that a little bit, and it'll merge it automatically. Yeah, that actually worked out pretty good. So I'll go with that. Give it a little bit of tolerance. About 1.4, 1.5 worked out pretty good for me. Don't give it too much, or you might get some unwanted results. And right here, go ahead and hit the delete button to get rid of the original. We don't need it anymore. We'll just stick with this new one, and I'll hit freeze M to freeze the modeling there. And there we go. Now it's integrated into the object, and it's a part of it. And if we look at this from the side view here, perfect, we got it. Okay, so that's going to take care of that for this video here. I'm going to stop this part here, and we'll just continue to work on this object. We still have a lot more to go. We'll just continue on in the next video.